I am Federico Gori. I'm a visual artist and I come from Pistoia in Italy. I'm now artist in residence here in Montpellier in France, hosted by Le Bureau des Arts et Territoires, which is partner in the Spur project. I've been spending the 2 months of my residency at La Panacée, living in one of the museum flats and working in this wonderful studio, which is part of the same structure. Everything in my artwork goes around the relationship between time and nature. I used to use organic material, natural materials. In this case, I made these 2 artworks working in Les Jardins de la Reine, that is a beautiful park in the center of the city here in Montpellier. They are part of a series I began 4 years ago. Actually, wherever I go, I'm looking for the ancient, the oldest trees in that city, in this case, in Les Jardins de la Reine. And I make these 2 artworks, which is a part of 15 works, if I remember well. And actually they are a sort of shroud, a sort of sudarium of those trees. And in my opinion, it's like to catch the history of those trees, the history of that city. In this case, to make these artworks, I use natural materials, natural elements. In this case, in detail, I use coal, charcoal and cotton, and all of them are natural materials. It's much important for me because I want the work to change in time, because I think it's part of my artwork. So I have to accept the fact that this artwork will change in time, and it's not a problem for me. It's a feature and it's a characteristic and it's a perfect thing to make for me. I developed this artwork here in Montpellier, and it's part of a series, and it will take a lot of time to have it done. I collaborated with an English scientist, Robin Edwards, and I was looking for something regarding topographic maps on the internet. And when I discovered what Robin was making, I think that it was perfect for my purpose. And this artwork is the first case, is the first work made thanks to that collaboration. Over the past few months, I've been looking at lots of maps, and especially those showing geographical topography, and specifically land elevation. And I was looking for something pure, something able to show the real shape of the world lands. But all I found was something related to the emergent lands and the boundaries between the different countries. Abstractly speaking, everything seemed unnaturally flat, fake actually. There was no correlation between what you could see and what you couldn't see. Then I found out what Robin was doing, and I was immediately struck by his research. He was studying the relationship between the highest part of the world with the deepest part of the oceans. In this research, you can easily understand the real structure of the world. There are no borders, no limits, and everything appears as exactly is. Using his research, I decided to divide the world map in 9 different levels, each of them showing a different level of altitude, above and under the sea level. In this artwork, I would like to convey the slow passage of time and the fact that everything is strongly linked. There is no past and no future here. Each part shows a different moment in time, but at the same time everything blends in something else. To make this artwork, I used the same sign. It's a sort of perpendicular cross-hatching, and in this case it works like a mantra, enunciating the time like a clock. 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 The time like To me, creating this work is like doing a performance. I want the people who look at my work to feel this attitude. I know it seems a bit strange, but in a certain way you can almost count every sign, and this fact is very important. Each sign has its own time, and it is necessarily linked with all the other signs. I'm sure that to have had this great opportunity to be here in Montpellier, to work with Le Bureau des Arts et Territoires, to work here in this museum at La Panacée, it will be a great opportunity for me.